are live. Hello, and welcome to In the Lab with Matt and Everett. I'm Matt Carmen, creative director and founder of Fermented Pixels.
And I'm Everett Minshall. I'm the business development manager here at Fermented Pixels, and I wear a few hats, but I'm generally the right-hand man.
Absolutely, my right-hand man. Fermented Pixels is a creative digital agency in Dumbo, Brooklyn. We specialize in all things web, including highly customized informational and e-commerce websites. We can design and develop large-scale enterprise solutions as well as native hybrid mobile applications. We also have partners in the AR, VR space as well as GIS. We pretty much handle all things digital with a strong emphasis on bold, modern, user-centric design and cutting-edge technologies. You can find us at fpix.co. That's fpix.co. Please feel free to reach out with any questions or request a quote. Of course, during this pandemic, we are very considerate of business owners' budgets concerned, so we're happy to work with you. So please reach out. In today's episode, we speak with Teddy Pantelis. Teddy is a professional natural bodybuilder in the NBF World Natural Bodybuilding Federation and Legion Athletics sponsored athlete and precision nutrition certified coach. He's an amazing personal trainer and a nutrition expert and the owner of the brand Teddy Pantelis Nutrition. We had a great time speaking with Ted as we sipped quite a bit of whiskey during the interview, and we talked about a broad range of topics.
What did we talk about? We talked about a lot of stuff, a lot of nutrition. He's a very knowledgeable guy when it comes to what you can put in your body and how it best processes the food that you eat.
Yeah.
And then we talked a little bit about how he got into bodybuilding and athletic training, and eventually how that led him to be sort of an entrepreneurial coach. And we talked about how he's gained his following on Instagram, which I thought was really insightful.
Over 10,000, right?
Yeah. And just generally had a good little chat. It was nice.
Yeah, it was enjoyable. We had a good time. The whiskey was good, and it was fun.
Yeah.
So we now bring you Teddy Pantelis. And we are now live with Teddy, man. How you doing, man?
How's it going, fellas?
Good. How's everything?
That's an interesting question to ask these days, right?
Yeah. How you handling this? We're in quarantine right now.
I'll be honest with you. The first month, I didn't have much of an effect, cool, whatever. I like to be isolated to begin with.
Yeah.
Like I have a handful of people that I like to hang out with, this and that.
Yeah.
But this past week, like I started to get a little stir crazy.
Yeah.
It's got to its limit for me.
Yeah.
There's only so much I can do. There's only so many hours of the day I can keep busy, and then it's like too much free time gets me lazy, and I hate it. How about you guys?
Sure, it's got to be tough for you not being able to go to the gym and shit.
Dude, sure. You got to see, I'm like buying little pieces of home gyms here and there from where I can. I got like random dumbbells in the garage. It hurt business too for me, because a lot of people can't work out.
Yeah. No, I heard that we were looking up that like businesses for like ordering your own like stay-at-home gym equipment is like booming now.
It's insane. They have these Bowflex dumbbells, right? They're adjustable dumbbells. They go up from like 5 pounds to 55 pounds. I think normally on their site they're $350.
Yeah.
Right now, people are selling them for like $900, $850, and everyone's purchasing.
Oh wow!
Yeah. The markup on these things and the back order, it's nuts.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big believer in free market enterprise, man. If you can get that number, man, you
why
get it.
not? Hey, you don't have to buy it.
That's the way the market works. So actually, cheers to everybody. We're Fermented Pixels, so I'm having a whiskey with you too, because I'm doing the low carb thing as well.
All right. What whiskey are you drinking?
I'm drinking Maker's Mark.
All right, nice. That's one of my favorites.
What about you?
Knobs Creek.
Oh, nice. That's what I tried to get, and they only had a small bottle. The bottle design on that is like my favorite.
It's so classic. The label, everything. You can't beat it.
That shit won awards, man. I love that shit.
And for the price, you can't get a better. Honestly, I think price-wise and quality-wise, you can't get a better.
Absolutely, yeah. They only had like a little bottle, it was like 25, and I was like, I get the Maker's Mark today.
I've only started drinking bourbon and whiskey like a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And of it. Then my friend, I started drinking some Jameson, this and that, and it just started to go down.
Nice. Yeah.
And then I didn't realize how shitty Jameson was compared to everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Americans where it's at.
Absolutely. Yeah. We did. Me and my friend, we went to we had a bachelor party, and we went to Pennsylvania or something like that, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, we did this like tour and like all through like these crazy places in, I believe it was Pennsylvania. Anyway, we went to like literal distilleries where they made their own.
Oh shit.
They made their own whiskey. We went to places to make their own vodka and all this kind of stuff, like everything. And it was so cool, man. Like
that is cool.
And the taste of stuff that was like right from
I've
been to a lot of breweries and I've been to a lot of wineries, but it was something different.
And it just comes straight out the barrel over there?
Yeah, no, this guy, we went to this one place. The guy was, they do like, they're sick, man. This guy was like, took us through the whole tour of how he makes his whiskey.
Yeah.
And it was from like start to finish. You know, they make the barrels. They got to do it just right with the end of the barrel.
It's literally a science.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I remember when I first started drinking it, you know, you think, oh, it's whiskey, it all tastes the same, but after a while, you start to acquire like the actual taste and flavors for it, and you can really notice like a good bourbon or a good whiskey compared to a shitty one.
And it's 0 carbs, so
yeah, it's fucking great, man. See, when it comes to
what do you got there, Everett? What did you say you had? A beer?
Yeah, I'm the only one drinking beer, I guess.
That's fine.
But,
yeah. I'm trying to do the low carb thing because with this whole thing, I love beer.
Yeah.
Love beer, but with the whole carb thing, man.
I'm not a beer guy.
Yeah. Well, I would imagine you.
Beer, yeah, but don't get me wrong. It's just I just don't like how I feel on it. Like it's not a good drink.
Yeah.
You know.
I like a good IPA, man.
The only time I'll drink beer is if I'm having it with tequila. Like tequila and beer together.
Oh, really?
All right. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna drink. You know.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good.
Way to do it, man. So we're gonna jump right in. We gave you an introduction at the beginning of this podcast. So tell us about how your background, how you got started in nutrition and bodybuilding. Like, how did that? How did that start?
How I got started was like basically it all started for me is 80s movies, 80s action movies. You know, like my parents, they're immigrants, so my dad's like a guy's guy, construction, Greek immigrant, came over here, you know, hard-nosed, and we just grew up watching Stallone movies, Van Damme movies, Schwarzenegger movies, and I see these dudes with like freaking yoked muscles, like, you know, never having a shirt on, and I was always into that and comics. Everyone was jacked.
Yeah.
So it's basically like all I know. I figured that's like the first part for me.
Yeah.
And then growing up, you know, like up to 14, 15, even to like 17, 18, I didn't touch a weight, but I loved sports, things of that nature. But I'm a small guy, you know, 5'7". I was like 110 pounds, and I was going into college. I'm like, all right, I ain't getting any taller. I got to figure something out here. So I just started throwing dumbbells, this and that. And I'm not thinking anything of it. I barely took it serious. So one day I'm at a park with one of my friends. We're going to play some ball. And all of a sudden he's like, yo, what the hell have you been doing to your arms? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, dude, your fucking biceps got huge. And I was like, yo, this shit works. I joined the gym the next week, and that was it. No turning back. So that's just how I started, like, working out, this and that. And I just got, like, I had a really good first year, so I just got addicted super quick.
Nice. I can remember the same thing happened to me when I started working out. Like, it was actually a friend of mine that was a lesbian, actually. She was like, damn, your muscles are getting big with it.
Right?
And I was like, really? And I just had, like, a little gym. I was, like, young, you know? Like, I was, like, 20 or 18. I don't know. Like,
same shit. I was 18.
And I had, like, a little shitty gym set in the basement, and it it was like people noticed it, and then that was it, you know?
You said it right there. It's people, and people want to call it all this bullshit for motivation, for confidence. Nope.
Yeah.
For me, it was someone else noticing it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely. I liked the attention of it. I liked everything that came with it. And that was the inception of this whole shit.
Yeah, now I'm getting a little older, and I'm more worried about health a little more. But
how old are you?
Reality, I am 48, just turned 48.
Oh, you're a young man still, man.
Yeah.
Nah, but I feel you. I just turned 36 myself. I mean, you feel the difference.
Yeah, nice.
You know?
Yeah, you definitely feel the difference. Yeah,
absolutely.
I didn't feel it at your age though, but
from 20. Yeah, but I'm talking about like from when I was 26 to 36.
Yeah,
I feel it in terms of recovery and injuries.
Oh yeah, definitely, and you feel it more and more.
I'm not looking forward to it.
some questions we have to ask you about that because I'm a big. I mean, I love bodybuilding. I did bodybuilding for a long time. I wasn't like into it like you, but I mean, really. I mean, I would like literally work out 6 days a week, run 6 miles a day. You know.
Why'd you stop? Just life?
Yeah, I hurt my back, and then then I had to start, and then I just focused on my career, and then I just got a little lazy.
I've got a really bad back issue myself, but it's from work.
Yeah, I had a couple surgeries and stuff.
Oh shit!
That. I had a foot issue too with running.
You had back surgery?
Yeah, twice actually.
Okay. What disc fusion?
Yeah. So it worked pretty well though. I mean, I still got issues, but
I have a herniated disc right now, and I'm not touching it.
Yeah, you gotta be really careful.
Wow. Yeah.
But I think the weight, I gained a lot of weight in the last year has been tough. But definitely got to keep your weight down. That makes a big difference.
Absolutely.
Stretches, man. That's like
that's been my focus for this year actually. I just made a post about it on my Instagram recently. Just my new stretching routine, just from my hips and my lower back. Yeah,
makes a huge fucking difference. It's
tremendous, especially with how good you feel.
So tell us about your accomplishments in the. I know you're all natural, which is
all natural. Yeah,
I'll give you props for that, man, because that's.
Yeah, I won't go that route, but I do have some controversial outlook on it as far as age is concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Joe Rogan does it. I played around a little bit one time, but it definitely helps. But but I think that's beautiful that you did. So you work with the WNBF.
WNBF, yeah. So what it was is
tell us about
WNBF is the organization name, and the amateur portion of it is called the INBF. So I remember it was 2012. I had just got through a bad breakup. This and that, young, first love type of deal thing. We were together 6-7 years. So I'm like, oh, fuck this. Like, I had to get out of my own head. So I'm like, I'm just going to get in sick shape. I'm going to lose every bit of fat I got on me. I wasn't fat to begin with, but I just started, I needed something to focus on. So I got really lean on my own. So I was like, yo, I want to, this is right when fitness people started getting pretty big and well known on YouTube. And my brother kept following all these guys. I didn't follow any nutrition. I just used common sense up to that point.
Yeah.
So I wanted to compete. I'm like, oh, fuck it. I got super lean. I thought I was lean enough to compete. My brother directed me to contact some guy, this and that. I contacted a coach. And I actually still work with this coach till this day. Yeah, we're like,
oh, nice. That's awesome.
We're kind of like co-workers, mentor to this day. Yeah, so he's been my guide throughout this whole process. So I sent him some pictures, this and that. He goes, yeah, you can compete. I'm like, all right, when will we be ready? He's like, about 1.5 years. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So he's like, you'll show up right now and you'll get killed.
Yeah.
And I like a challenge. So decided to have a full off season, grow the whole nine. And hold up, what's this thing doing? The whole nine. And then I did my first show. I got my ass kicked, but I got hooked.
Yeah.
I got super hooked.
Good though, man. Getting your ass kissed sometimes.
Oh yeah.
How lean? How lean do you need to be? Like 10% body?
Oh, 10%. 10%. You're not even ready.
Yeah.
Oh really? Wow.
Unless you have the biggest muscle bellies you can imagine, you will get smoked at 10%.
So what is it? What's the percent that's like normal there? Right? Like I know.
Yeah, 6, you're in a good place.
Okay.
Mhm. And dropping from 10 to
I'm at about 20. I think I'm about 24 right now. I don't know.
Yeah, right? Nothing wrong with that. Living good, though.
I'm trying desperately to get it back, though. Yeah. So we just went shopping today. We did a low carb thing. What's that?
Yeah. Well, carbs have their place.
Yeah, that's what we're going to get into
low
that.
Carb has a place, but carbs have a place. So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's one of the questions I want to ask you. So that's actually one of the biggest things. They talk today. Like I feel like if you talk to one doctor, they'll say oatmeal's great for you, and then if you talk to another doctor, they'll be like, don't eat fucking oatmeal, eat bacon and eggs. And I've noticed like the new. I don't know if you've seen some of the new movies out there with Netflix. That's like fact fiction. I've been reading a lot of books on this stuff. I used to be really big into the low fat thing, and I started reading. But lately, you know, I started reading books. It was the new Netflix special called Fat Fiction, and then I read a book called What Makes Us Fat. It was good calorie, bad calorie, and basically what they're selling is the fact that fat really doesn't matter, and saturated fats don't matter. What really matter.
What do you mean by doesn't matter?
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't cause heart disease. It doesn't cause really fat. What
I agree.
causes fat is the insulin production of sugar and carbohydrates. Is that what is your opinion on that?
And I completely agree.
Yeah,
I completely agree. It's about insulin resistance.
Yeah.
But it's so individualized that it's so difficult for people to just put it under one big umbrella.
Yeah.
Because I know people, for example, like I'm actually one of those people, a competitor, for example, who can process a high amount of fat.
Yeah.
Like I'm on 120 grams of fat a day, which some people will be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's over 1,000 calories just in fat a day for me.
Yeah.
But I can't handle carbs very well. My carbs are like 200. I know girls who eat triple the amount of carbs that I eat.
Yeah.
And I know I've dieted people down from 5,000 calories and people who come to me starting at 1,800 calories.
Yeah.
It's so individualized. But yeah, as far as fats are concerned. Yeah, as far as fats is concerned, I mean, back in the day, they basically associated fats with cholesterol, and they're thinking cholesterol is bad and it's going to cause you heart disease. But there isn't a proven study on humans that are saying that the animal fats is a direct relationship to heart disease. Yeah. It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
You know, actually, you saying you're a fan of Joe Rogan. He was just recently on the carnivore diet.
Yeah.
And he had one of these guys called Dr. Sean Baker on it.
Yeah.
It was this dude's like 50-something years old. He's completely yoked. He eats nothing but meat, no vegetables, no nothing. And this guy's levels are through the roof.
Jordan Peterson too, right? Jordan Peterson.
I was just gonna say that Jordan Peterson and his daughter.
And his daughter, supposedly, yeah. I know they're not nutritionists, but
but they had. I think they both suffered from some kind of autoimmune disease.
Yeah.
Yeah, and supposedly they are all cured from their ailments.
It kind of makes sense from like a Darwinian perspective, like from Darwinian perspective.
Yes.
Like to me, like when you think about it, like when you look up, like I was looking it up the other day, just curious, like because we're trying to do it. And I noticed I've gotten the best results from low carb. So I was trying to why is that? And it turns out like only 10 BC was the first time humans became agricultural, right? And we've been around for 2 million years. So humans don't evolve that, right? We only had, right? So we just started, that was the first agricultural revolution was 10,000 BC, which is only 12,000 years ago. And when you consider the amount of time that humans have been on the planet, we've been on the planet for almost 2 million. Our bodies haven't evolved to eat like lots of carbohydrates. So I think that's, you know, so, I'm glad to hear that you're for that. I know that there's a lot of controversy because even the American Heart Association is still sticking to their guidelines with that. I feel like...
But that's the problem. I don't believe there's guidelines.
Yeah.
You know, there's a saying that we've all heard, you are what you eat. I never really believe that, especially as of late. I believe you are what you can eat and process efficiently and that your body can use the best. You know, like it comes down to gut health. If you eat something and you have massive bloat, stay the fuck away from it. Your body is telling you something. It's not responding to you. That's why, like, you ever notice, like, dairy is not the greatest thing for you due to inflammation. And inflammation is the cause of all these diseases.
A lot, I hear that too.
You know, that's the reason kids aren't getting infected with COVID-19. It's the inflammation. Their bodies haven't been eating the adult junk food and go through our stressors, go through all the bullshit that we've put it through alcohol, through all these things that has caused the inflammation. So kids don't get COVID-19.
Yeah.
There's actually a study on it. I read the study about a week or two ago.
That's interesting.
So
you feel that you feel that saturated fat is not something people should worry about anymore, right? I mean, I'm on that page.
I do believe. Like a rule I go by is common sense goes a long way.
Yeah.
So saying that saturated fats are fine to eat, I totally agree with that. Would I say to fill your whole diet with saturated fats? No.
Yeah.
You know, I do like animal fats from like an 80-20. I prefer lean meats just for the better amino acid profile. It digests better for me, things of that nature. but I'll throw in 80-20 meat. I'll throw in chicken thighs, this and that. Then I like to get a lot of my fats from olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, almonds, avocados, things of that nature. It's all what digests well.
Yeah, an individual. That's interesting, though, what you're saying.
Yeah, big time.
Individual basis, because I've lived through back when I was really into it. I was like into the low fat. Everything was about the low fat craze, and that seemed to be a big bust. That was a big bust. But it is about the individual, right? So you think it's all about
absolutely
the person has a different ability to burn. Everyone has their own, I mean, we're all similar, but like certain people are more carb friendly. Some people are very carb.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the way we word it is carb sensitive and fat sensitive, and it's so true. But I am a big believer in a high protein diet.
So if you were to say, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to ask, should someone just pay attention to what they're eating and like journal it out? How do you realize you say you can process, like you don't process carbs very well.
Okay, so how would I figure out how someone processes?
Exactly.
So let's say it's a brand new client. They choose to sign up with me. Their goal is fat loss. Depending on the information and the questions that they answer and what I receive, I'll tell them to journal their food for 2 weeks. Write down exactly what you eat morning to night for 2 weeks, and then tell me, how do you feel? Are you sluggish? Are you hungry after this meal? Are you bloated after this meal? How'd you wake up? This and that. How was your water intake? So I'll take all that information, and there's a bit of an experimentation process.
Yeah.
Because look, I got to get to know your body.
Yeah, no one size fits all, right?
Exactly, and I'm not going to figure you out in a week or two.
That's cool.
A lot of times, you nail it right off the bat. But there's times where you have tricky or tougher individuals. I'm actually a very tough individual to diet. I have a highly adaptive metabolism. Great for survival, horrible for contest prep.
Horrible for what?
For contest prep. So you'll take my calories, and my body's like, cool, we're on 1,000 calories now, no problem. Let's not burn shit. Let's survive. I'm like, motherfucker. So I got to work very hard.
So to get really to that skinny point, to really cut it up, like where
legit painful.
That's
it's legit painful.
You guys credit, man. Yeah, I see you guys are like, you're ridiculous. I'm gonna show some pictures during this. We're gonna
go for it.
We're gonna show, of course, your 1,000. You have like a 18 pack. So.
I'm not shy.
Yeah. No, it's very impressive. Very impressive, and I know you work your fucking ass off to do that. So
right now I'm in the off season though, so eating's good. Training's good, sleeping's good.
I was going to ask you to show your abs right now.
No, they ain't there.
I'm just playing with you.
Yeah.
So what would you think would be if you just had one, I know this is a silly question, but if you had one rule to tell people, what would you say?
Probably what I said to you earlier. It's not what you eat, it's what you could process. But then the one rule, let's say like a one rule for fat loss, calorie deficit.
Really?
There's no fucking magic. Calorie deficit.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you could eat a lot of calories. Like if you eat high, if you just like totally cut out carb, sugar, you could eat thousands. Like I was reading books about it where people could eat like ridiculous amounts of calories, 5,000 calories a day of all, but there's no carbs at all, so no insulin production. But
that's basically like keto.
Yeah, it doesn't work as much. It's not 100%.
You're gonna stagnate. 100%. I've done it all. I've done it all on clients, and I've done it all on myself. That's where you really get the data.
So it's all caloric, right? Caloric.
Yeah, it's all caloric.
Okay.
It's all caloric. That's
interesting.
That's basically like the guideline is caloric, but hormonal balance. Is where things.
Yeah. How much activity? Exactly. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
especially in women. Women, it's insane when it comes to hormones.
Oh yeah, really? So they have more of a carb. Women would love to hear about that.
Carbs are great for women because it really helps calm down the cortisol.
Yeah.
Cortisol's out of whack. It takes from your progesterone. Once progesterone's low, estrogen and tests take a hit, and then everything's out of whack. And the laws of thermodynamics only are going to work on a hormonally balanced body, period.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but with men, you rarely see hormonal effects other than like when we're super low in contest prep and test gets low.
Yeah.
Like testosterone takes a dump.
Really?
Yeah, like basically you have no sex drive, libido's fucking in the tank.
If you do what?
When you get really low body fat for a man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't even care about women. You don't even want to see one.
Yeah, so that's
like, just let me sleep.
I'll never do that.
Yeah, don't. It's not the greatest thing. I'm lucky. I'm a bit of a masochist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That was one thing. I've dabbled a little bit here and there with things. I was a workout kind of guy.
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't mind doing the TRT, maybe a little testosterone.
I plan on doing it when I'm in my 40s.
You get older, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna hit 50 soon, so now I'm thinking about doing it. What is that? What's that?
It keeps you young.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to get old, so.
Yeah. And then it's obviously everything comes with a cost-benefit ratio.
Absolutely. But look, then again, everything else we do in fucking life has its cost-benefit ratios.
Exactly.
You know?
So what would you, well, one thing I want to ask you is, what do you think, are there natural ways to release testosterone other than,
there's ways
to
help it, but are you going to boost it to a significant amount? Absolutely not.
No.
You know? But the best ways is heavy compound lifting.
Yeah.
Animal proteins.
Yeah.
You know, actually, fat is very important for testosterone, even animal fats. You know, your omega-3s are great for it. Boron's a really good supplement to help. But then again, it's just, what's it really going to help you do? You're not going to see significant numbers and lab results change.
So, Everett, you got some questions? You want to ask him something? I know you had some stuff to do.
No, I mean, this is all very interesting.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't shared I haven't done much bodybuilding in terms of like lifting weights, but I was pretty athletic up until about a few years ago.
How old are you?
Like running. I'm 25.
Oh,
so I'm pretty young.
Bastard. I wish.
Yeah, I've also had some health issues in the past though, and it's sort of thrown me off my game.
All right. Hopefully everyone's all right now.
Yeah, everything's great now, but yeah, I mean, since being stuck inside, I haven't really been able to go to the gym, so I've been doing a lot more of like calisthenic work.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I mean, so I've been getting more into calisthenics, so it's just like push-ups and whatever I can do around the house. But is that something that you can do long-term? Is that like...
well, depending on the goal. What's your goal?
Depending on the goal. I guess just to keep the endurance up and lose some weight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay, cool.
And there's ways to make calisthenics harder.
You know, right, you like different progressions, right? Yeah.
Progressions, tempos, blood flow restriction training. That's something that I got a lot of my clients doing right now.
Blood flow restriction?
Blood flow restriction, yeah. So it's called occlusion training or BFR training, whichever you want to put it. So basically, let's say you're doing like a bicep curl. You would take a band, right? Wrap it up on the top, and you probably strap it about 7 out of 10% like strength. So 10's your tight as you can do it. You type it straight. So what you're doing is you're not allowing blood to leave the target muscle. So it gets so flooded with such little weight that the science actually backs it up that you can induce hypertrophy and actually grow muscle that way.
Really?
Now you're not gonna train the whole session like that.
Yeah.
There's one exercise, do about 5 sets with about 30-second rest, and then really it's a great way to end your session.
Nice like that. When I was younger, we used to go to clubs, and we'd always lift a little weight right before we went out.
Yeah, man.
So we have that little puff right before you went out.
And you know what it is? It's more of it's a mental pump.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
I miss going out some days, bro. But now it's changed too much.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting older, but back in the day.
Yeah, dude, I can't do it. I've become that guy where I can't listen to new music.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what the fuck
like
is
that.
this?
Yeah.
I can't handle this shit.
But
let's get in. Yeah, I was just gonna say, let's get into how you started training others. I mean, did people just admire you so much that they were like,
no, actually, I never had an interest in doing it. This and that, but there was a few people that were asking me questions and this and that, so I started helping. Like someone was prepping themselves.
Yeah.
I started seeing some issues, blah blah blah. So I started helping here and there, and then I was dating some girl. This was back in 2015, I believe, something like that. And yeah, she wanted to do a competition prep, this and that. I'm like, yeah, I could do it. She showed me her coach. Her coach was doing some bullshit to her, telling her all this ridiculous things. And I'm like, okay, I'm not at that point, I'm like, I'm not the greatest coach in the world, but I know when something's wrong, it's wrong. and I can guide her better than this person. And I didn't take any money, this and that. I was just helping her out. We ended up dating, etc. This and that. And she got really lean. So I'm like, wow, I was pretty good at this. Let me see if I can help a couple more other people out. So I had some friends who were curious about training and competing, this and that, but I didn't feel comfortable enough to charge anyone. So long story short, I started helping like 3-4 people out, all competition preps, which is obviously a lot more difficult than someone who just wants to lose 5 or 10 pounds.
Sure.
And I had success the whole way. So then I slowly started just, word of mouth charging, this and that. I felt confident enough. I started doing more research, this and that. I was still competing myself, still learning myself, still doing it to this day. And then, one thing led to another. And then I just kept having success after it. And when I really felt confident is when I had success with the difficult cases. The people who have a hard time losing weight. It's like, oh shit, like I'm kind of stuck. That's what I was telling you before, that my coach is kind of still a mentor to me. So if I ever got stuck, like I know a bunch of coaches from competing all the time. There's a lot of bodybuilders who turn to the coaching route, and we just have like our own little network. So if anyone gets stuck with something, we have third eyes, fourth eyes, second eyes, everyone to kind of back each other up. And if I didn't see the problem, someone else did. How did you handle it? And then we go back and forth. It's basically like the old message boards back in the day.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it is. It is cool, man. And I've made some great friends in competing.
Is it a pretty small community?
Yeah, big time. It's a niche market for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just in the natural bodybuilding, or is that because
natural? All of it, all of bodybuilding in general is small, especially in comparison to other sports. But natural is even smaller.
Yeah, because everyone's shooting. I guess you look at the magazines. I know, and the guys like ridiculous. There's no way you can get that big.
I was obsessed. I was a subscriber to Flex magazine for years.
Yeah.
I was just that was all my workouts when I first started. I got them all from Flex magazine. Yeah. Flex magazine and Arnold's Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to ask it too much. I mean, this so far you can go without steroids, though, right? It's like
absolutely. Unless you're top tier genetics.
Yeah.
I know some dudes like
people
I swear to God, they could look at a weight and their chest grows.
Yeah, no, I know people.
It's fucking nuts. They do every exercise wrong.
Yeah, it's
everything shitty. They can curl and it's looking like they're doing a squat and like they just grow. And I know for a fact that's natural. It's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah,
I gotta fucking kill myself for every inch.
Yeah,
but that's the beauty of it for me. I like working hard.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And the same thing with diets. Like, okay, I'll outsuffer you. I promise you.
Yeah,
like let's do it.
That's all.
It was fun.
So how's the we had a great time working on your website.
Okay, man, that was really fun. I get a lot of compliments on it, bro.
Oh, that's awesome.
Best thing for me, the lifesaver, is that damn application. God, it made my life so much easier.
Really? Really?
Hey, where do I get information? How do I sign up? I'm like, boom, I send the link. I'm going to just fill this out, and I'll get back to you, and we'll start the conversation process.
Yeah, I saw a lot. At first, I was still signed up to, like, this while we were testing. I was getting a bunch of your emails, and I was like, damn, Teddy's doing
it's working, man.
So I turned it off now, but I was like, wow, Teddy's doing nice. That's great.
I actually had a good week
for us, man. Too. We love the fact that we could help you, man. That's great.
Absolutely, man.
So where do you see, like, I know Teddy Pantelis, right? Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Pantelis. So where do you see? I know you want your Teddy Pantelis nutrition, right? Where do you see your brand going in like 5 years? What is your?
It's weird because as time goes on, I see my mindset kind of changing. Like I love the competitive aspect of it. I love competitors, and I think I like them for selfish reasons.
Yeah.
Because to be a competitor, they have to be similar to me. Yeah. I like the drive. I like the structure. I like the no excuse bullshit if the person's competing for the right reasons.
Yeah.
But if I want to talk like a businessman, the money's in general gen pop.
Yeah.
The average Joe wanted to lose weight. Women.
Yeah.
You know?
They want to lose 10 pounds.
Exactly. Yeah. And they're more loyal. They're loyal clients. They stick with you, and this and that, so it's cool. And they have word of mouth, which is very powerful. I mean, that's all my business is word of mouth.
Yeah. So that's what you want. That's how you see the brand going. I know you want to build the brand, right?
Yeah.
What would you see it be in 5 years? You'd want to be, you want to sell products.
No. I want to keep it nutrition, but I do want to eventually, when I'm confident enough, to teach courses online.
Yeah.
Something like a hormone course, a gut health course, insulin resistance course, this and that. So basically, like almost like a mentorship program for other coaches coming up, or people who want to learn more about a specific topic.
I think that's I think that's a good idea. That's a good direction.
You had some questions about.
Well, okay, so I guess this is a good segue into that, because I feel like online you see like just tons of people giving advice, right? And you have no idea how qualified these people are. So do you have any qualified. So how do you tell? How do you as a layman's person, how can I tell?
Well, here's the thing, there really is no qualifications to give them that. I know people with certificates that they can wipe their ass with. I don't give a shit what certificate you get, what book you read, until you do it and have that under the bar experience yourself. Shit, you can't tell someone you can't put someone through a contest, bro, if you've never done it yourself. If they're telling me how they feel and this and that, and I get off the couch and I see stars, you're like, what the fuck? Is he sick? Is he going to send him to the doctor? It's totally common for me. So it's like little things like that. I think the best way to weed out the wannabes or the fake it till you make it people, get them in a conversation and ask them questions. Then screenshot that and send it to somebody who knows. You'll be exposed really quick. Yeah. Once you get them in a conversation where it's rapid fire questions, where they don't have to sit there to time to regurgitate someone else's bullshit, you'll expose them. But as far as looking on like social media and looking at a following, the dumbest people got the biggest following.
Yeah, doesn't mean shit.
Yeah. Especially if they're a female. I'm not trying to be sexist or anything, but if you look good, I mean, you already got the leg up on the competition.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it's the truth. I'd be so much more successful if I was a beautiful girl.
You look nice as a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I think I got it, man. I could do it today too. It's
non-binary.
That's right. I don't even know what the quoting was. I think there's 59 genders.
Yeah. We won't go down. I'm not going to go down that route because
that's a wild one.
But you had some other questions. I think those are your questions.
I guess I was just kind of hoping we would expand on, because I think what's cool about doing courses on nutrition is that I don't necessarily see that as much as I do like here's a Instagram of a workout.
You can't fake it for an hour.
Right.
Imagine being on a Zoom conference call with a group of 10 people, for example, trying to teach someone about hormones. Mm-hmm. What if you get someone in there smarter than yourself? Then all of a sudden you're exposed.
Yeah.
So, I feel like you don't truly know something until you have the ability to teach it.
I think a lot of people skip over the nutrition part too, and they just focus totally on the fitness part.
Yeah, because they're idiots. Because nutrition is number one.
Is it really?
But
isn't it all three? Isn't it all three though? I always thought it was. Sorry.
If I had to put what was your theory?
My theory was it's all three. Everything's just as important. Rest.
Okay.
Right? Working out and nutrition. All of those three things are the three pillars, right? You can't have one without the other, right? You have to rest. You have to eat properly. You have to work your ass off.
Here's the thing. If you just ate properly, your body fat would be under control with or without training.
Mm.
So I think nutrition is definitely number one. As far as health is concerned, you can control health with just nutrition. Obviously it'll be more optimal if you put in training and rest in there.
Okay.
But as far as the pyramid is concerned, I would put nutrition, training, rest.
Really? Okay.
Because look, nutrition is 23 hours a day.
Yeah.
Training's an hour a day. Yeah. That's the easy part. Anyone could train an hour a day.
And eventually you'll fall asleep, right?
To support training, to this and that, to eat right, to rest right.
Mm.
And it was like you were saying before, like you see people post on Instagram. Like I see a lot of people exploiting Instagram now during this lockdown. Every female I know has live workouts almost every day, Zoom classes that they're charging people for, and it's just because they have a following.
As a layman's person, let's say, hey, I need training, and you look at the fitness that these girls are doing. What are some? I guess, do you have any advice for a layman's person wanting to work out with someone, how they can spot like,
okay, who to go for and whatnot.
Yeah, like, okay, this person,
if you were on
they're
Instagram,
kind of
for
fake,
example,
but this person seems like, yeah.
Basically, look at their explanations. Look at their captions, look at their explanations, and then again, get them in a conversation. Don't just sign up because the videos look good.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? Ask them. How come? Why is it so many sets? If they start telling you some bullshit like, hey, we got to sweat. Like, okay, bye. Next.
I see.
Sweating has nothing to do with fat loss. You don't have to drop an ounce of sweat to burn fat.
What was that?
Sweating has nothing to do with fat loss.
Really? Okay.
It's like those idiots you see running on a treadmill with a garbage bag on them.
Yeah,
okay, you take the water. The second you drink a bottle of water, there goes the water. What's happening here?
Yeah.
You know, so sweat it's irrelevant. People just want to. Anyone can make you exhausted.
That's just water weight.
That's not a talent.
Yeah.
You know, you have to learn how to mind-muscle connection, how to activate the target muscle, how to fully lengthen it, fully shorten it, contract, all properly. Form first, then progressive overload.
Okay.
And then your rest and recovery.
Shifting gears a little bit, I wanted to ask you about, do you use any, apps or wearable technologies?
I thought you were going to say steroids. I get it on Instagram.
No.
Do you take any steroids?
No, we know your name.
I just thought answering, yep, all of them.
No, nothing like that. Just more like technology or like, like the calorie counters or anything.
I don't do the calorie counters because I don't believe they're accurate enough. I like my version of calories. That's part of my coaching. So I have a Google Sheets document that I have created. You put in your macronutrients, what you ate for the day, and I control your calories. Then I tell you the macronutrient breakdown, and then we take it from there. But I do use calorie trackers. Like it's an app called MyFitnessPal. So it's basically like a food log. Yeah, great. Every single one of my clients will use that. It's a great way to just track your macros. This is what I ate. You input your food there, and you know what you got for the day.
Yeah.
So that I use. And one app that I do like, it goes across multiple apps, like your Apple Watch, your Apple phone, this and that, is step counting.
Step counting? Yeah, okay.
So yeah, basically, let's say someone, doesn't have access to a treadmill or doesn't want to run due to injury and this and that, and they're averaging 3K steps a day. I'm like, all right, you can start walking 5,000 steps a day. And you just use that. It's a variable you can control.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. You want to be able to control as many variables as you can. And then when you can manipulate those variables, you have, control over the system.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
We've been doing walking every day. We're trying to walk at least 4.
That's all I do now.
Day. We do 4 miles. 4 miles at least 5 times a day.
And it works, no? Don't you feel better?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't do any running right now.
And I cut out the carbs. You don't do running? You don't run?
I don't run.
Really?
Nope, never.
You never ran?
No, I never. Other than sports, I don't ever run. Like for contest prep, this now, you'll never see me run.
Really?
Yeah, too much muscle.
What was your cardio routine? I mean, were you
fast walking? That's it.
Really?
Fast walking.
Were you ever heavy though? Were you ever overweight?
Nah, I was the opposite. I was super skinny.
Oh, okay.
College, I was 115 pounds.
I've been fat since I was bad too. So
no, see, that's the thing. As an infant, I was super fat. And they had to put me on some weird milk diet.
Yeah, I've been fat forever. So.
Yeah, then I've been skinny forever.
I had the ability to build muscle fast, but I never get rid of like the love handles and all.
Yes, you were endomorph.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was the opposite. I remember I used to go to the beach. I was scared to take my shirt off because like my ribs would show. I'm like,
oh really? I mean, that's a good problem. Now you could be a good rock and roll singer though. But
now it's good. Back in the 90s, they didn't want that shit. Now, if you're skinny, forget it. You're good.
Yeah, that's
all you need. Skinny, tall, and tight.
I wanted to be a skinny kid so bad, but at least I was born with big shoulders. When I was working out.
Yeah, you got a good beard too.
I got jacked back in the day though. I mean, that was huge.
Don't you miss it?
I do miss it. Definitely. I want to get back into it.
It's a fucking awesome feeling, man.
Yeah, it's fun, man. You get like
it's a rush. I can't wait till the gym opens back up.
Yeah. How do you help people get back into the motivation of it? Because
that's remember I told you there's definitely going to be some controversial topics when it comes to things like this.
I think we can get into it. Yeah,
I don't believe in motivation at all.
You don't?
I don't believe in it. I think motivation is temporary and it'll absolutely fail you.
It's more like accountability.
Discipline. Discipline is doing what you got to do when you don't want to do it.
Right.
Period. You know what you got to do? Get up and fucking do it. Yeah. I love when people ask me, like, how do you say no to junk food? How do you sleep? How do you wake up at 6 a.m? I do it. What do you mean? How do you stop? I stop. There's no magic for me. You're never going to hear it.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. It's that simple.
Exactly.
Just fucking do it. There's no everything else is a lie. I'll tell you, if I go to the gym 7 days a week, maybe 2 of them I'm motivated. Maybe, if I'm lucky. I almost hate going to the gym, but once I'm in there, it's business. I'm ready to do what I got to do, and then I start enjoying it. But
so basically, what you're saying is, if you're a lazy bastard, you're fucked. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, it's mental, man. It's mental. You got to be able to say no. Fuck it.
No, I know. Absolutely.
That's why I was always I was a huge Kobe Bryant fan.
Yeah.
I got all his jerseys, this and that. So when he had that Mamba mentality, I mean that I completely understood it. Yep, I get it.
Yeah.
Especially like he was the same thing. When someone tells me I can't, or someone tells me they'll beat me, or they'll outsuffer me, or they'll fuck you. No, you won't. No, you won't. Maybe for this year or next year or 2 years, but eventually I'm gonna fucking get you. And
I like that.
Always had that since I played sports. Yeah. And I guess being a smaller guy, being a thin guy, like I always had that underdog mentality.
Yeah, that's great. That's cool though, man. There's no magic bullet, man. It's all about discipline.
And another one is consistency.
Like we have on your website, right?
Absolutely. That is
the sacrifice, baby.
Absolutely. I do love the website, man.
That's
and
great,
using the WordPress has been great.
Awesome.
Oh, good.
Yo, you know what sucks? I have so many new transformations that I want to upload, and I don't want to do it just yet because I want gyms to open. So I don't want to blow my opportunity to get new clients. I'm like, fuck. I'm holding back on all this good content. Because, right now putting out content is, most people aren't working.
Yeah. So how you doing during this? How you doing during the COVID? I mean,
I'm affected for sure, but I'm still good. I'm still good. Luckily, my other job's still going, so I'm still doing construction.
That's good.
But that has been a blessing and a curse too, because some of the job sites that we had got shut down because they're not allowed, but other the jobs are considered essential utility work. And the beauty of it is they're in Manhattan, so I got no traffic.
You do construction.
No pedestrian work. I don't got to control people. I don't got to control cars, deliveries. Everything's great. So in that regard, we're getting a lot of work done. So what we were doing these 8 hours versus, 6 months ago, 8 hours, we're producing double time.
Oh, good.
Well, that's good.
So it's cool. Yeah, I won't complain.
So you got to tell your family they need a website. And I'm just like,
no, I've been telling them.
I'm kidding with you.
Yeah,
but I know that it looks like a fun time. It looks like a fun business to be in.
It has its moments.
Yeah.
There's days where you rather do anything in the fucking planet other than construction.
Yeah.
Trust me, when it's 20, you're by the water. We were doing a naval base.
Yeah.
It was right by the Rockaway Bridge. And it's complete open. We're working on an airfield. It is like 7 fucking degrees out. The wind blows there like you wouldn't believe off the water. We'd have to work for about 45 minutes, and then 15 minutes, run by, stand by the heaters, just to feel our goddamn hands again, our toes again. Go back out, and we're working on fucking walls. We're all outside, miserable. But the pay is good.
Yeah.
Prevailing wage jobs, you can't get that money.
I did a lot of labor work back in the day, but now I know. Now I love working in the air conditioning and
right?
Yeah. I'm done with it.
I have that weird mentality where I don't like being in the office too long. I feel like it makes me so
definitely,
Yeah, you get too comfortable. It's easy to get comfortable.
Yeah, it's very easy.
Even this shit's driving me nuts. Like, I'm too comfortable. Like today, I woke up a half hour later than normal, and with my morning coffee, I just turned on the TV instead of checking my emails. I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah, all negative shit.
Yeah.
I'm dying to go out though, man. I'm dying.
Oh my
God. Go out to a bar and just have.
It's a bar. I want to go to dinner.
Yeah.
Jesus, I just want to drive back. Go to fucking dinner. It's just
so. You have over 10,000 followers, right? How important is your online presence? And, do you have any tips?
What important as
growth? How do you have any tips to grow that? What's your tips? How do you do it?
What's the hell is the word I'm looking for? Damn, it's like such a simple word and it's on the tip of my tongue. What's the word when you work with someone? Oh, collaboration. Yeah. Collaborate, and network. It's everything.
Really?
Word of mouth. Someone's going to put you on this and that. I got most of my followers back in 2017. That seemed to be a year where it was a lot easier for Instagram growth. I had a really successful competition year. And that year, I was training my friend Melissa. Melissa was actually on Good Morning America today. She just released a book. I was training this girl, this and that. Everything's going great. She's doing her first bodybuilding show. She won first place in both the categories. And then a month later, she randomly gets a message from Kim Kardashian on Instagram. You want to be my personal trainer? To make a long story short, flew her out to California. Now she trains the Kardashians, Kanye, the whole nine, and megastar. So great. I got some not backlash from it, but some entrails came my way from that.
That's dope.
So little things like that. But networking's huge, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Networking's huge. I have a couple of buddies of mine, 300K followers, 500,000 followers, this and that, and they all network. Someone puts you on, you gain 1,000. You go on someone's live Instagram, you get another 1,000.
Awesome.
Things like that. Yeah.
That's good enough.
Networking's super important. And content. Yeah. I'm thinking in today's day and age, a theme kind of matters. So people need to have a reason to go to your page. They're going to go to your page. Are they going to get information? Are they coming for humor? Are they coming for personality? What are they coming for? And I see that working a lot.
Yeah. So what do you do? You do more. You're coming with content though, right?
Nowadays, I'm coming with content. What sucks
you don't do any humor though, right?
Oh my God, that was my problem because I like to post stupid shit.
Yeah.
I find stupid shit that's funny. I just want to post it.
Yeah.
And even now, it's translating. Even if I do it in my stories, it'll start going down. Like my boys, my friends, people close to me, they'll think it's hilarious. And I also got a sick sense of humor.
Yeah.
So it doesn't fucking help, It was today's liberal leftist world.
Yeah, sure.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, it's fucking.
No, I totally agree with you.
I don't know if you guys can
see. I
don't know if you can see it right now, but I have a Trump glass. And forget it. People want to assassinate me for it.
No, we're not like that. I mean, I didn't vote for him, but
I don't even do this for the politics. I do it for the man's resilience.
Yeah.
I just love all the shit he can take and keep coming.
I hate the fact that they're always they're attacking him constantly. But I try to keep this unpolitical.
Yeah.
But we're center here, so we're pretty much we try to keep.
I think he does a lot of stupid shit, but he does a lot of great things too, and that goes for every politician.
Yeah. So we definitely want to keep this neutral.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think that
I don't know enough about politics
I could go on for a while, but I would say I consider myself a center.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think anyone normal is centered.
Yeah, I think that might be true, but
it's like when Joe Rogan talks about that book, the tribal book. Just humans in nature were so tribalistic.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, the book was called Sapiens.
Sapiens. Oh, that's great. That's right. I was just listening to him today. Javier Noah, whatever his name is, I can't pronounce.
Okay.
Anyway, he was on Sam Harris today.
Oh, nice.
He wrote a bunch of books. Sapiens.
Yeah, it's a great book.
He wrote Homo Deus, which is about the future of humans, and then 20
all that shit.
20 questions for he's awesome.
Yeah, he's really.
And he was great.
Yeah, it's still an interesting.
I love Joe Rogan. What do you call it? Dave Rubin too. I'm a big fan of his. I like a lot of. I mean, I try to get my news from all different sources. You have to. You have to spread yourself out. New York Times, and then I'll listen to the Wall Street Journal. Try to get things from the Hill. Try to get things from. To me, you have to branch out. You have to
but
a lot of different.
As far as the media outlets are concerned, I feel like everyone's always got an agenda. So that's why, if you're stuck on just Fox News, obviously you're gonna have a right.
Yeah, it's the same shit
mentality. So it's like
MSNBC.
Exactly.
If you're watching Rachel Maddow all day, you're gonna be in a box.
You get fucking brainwashed by these people.
So anyway, we try not to make this channel political.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna step off.
I think this is a conversation we can have when we go out to the bar or something.
We love everybody and respect everything. But you have another question, Everett?
Well, we got about 10 minutes left till 8. We can start closing.
How do you help your clients expect their expectations?
I bring them down to reality real quick.
Yeah.
Everyone's got, what can I do in 2 months? I go, not much. That's what you get from me. You get the black and white answers really quick. Because
you get the fucking work, right? You got to work.
I don't take the clients who have like miraculous expectations in 3 months.
Yeah.
I'm not your guy.
That's awesome.
I'm not your guy. I want the hard workers.
What if it's just like, what if they just don't know any better though? You know,
well, they don't. That's why I do everything through a conversation. That's why they fill out the application, I respond, and the conversation starts going that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But that's one thing that I try to come across even on my social media. Like, I'm pretty abrasive. I'm right to the point.
Right. Yeah.
Like I'm not the guy who's gonna be like, you're doing great. Like if you fuck up for 2 weeks, I'm not gonna be like, it's okay. Like, it's not okay. I'm not gonna tell you it's okay. It's not okay. Get your fucking shit together. We got goals.
Yeah.
I'm Brooklyn, baby.
Yeah, exactly, man. You're representing me now. I want you to be my client. Like, you show you shredded shit. You know, like I take pride in it. I take pride in my clients.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Good.
Yeah, man.
They're your,
it's a reflection of me at the end of the day.
Of course, they're your portfolio, really.
You know,
right?
it's like even for my other job. You know, I'm building a house. I don't want it to fall down in a year. I want the shit to stand the test of time.
Yeah.
I mean, they're your portfolio, really.
That's
right?
exactly what it is.
Yeah, we have
I'm nobody.
Like the results page on their website that we did. Like that's that's basically your portfolio.
That is it. And I'll get people on my website who'll like screenshot some girl, make me look like her. I love that. But that's why it's there. Cool. You know, they can see all my transformations in one place.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Do you think some people are born with that like super disciplined mentality or okay?
I do believe it could be taught.
Okay. Yeah, that was going to be my next question.
But I do believe some people have it in them.
Yeah.
Like
your boy Jocko, right? You love Jocko. I like Jocko myself.
That's my goddamn hero. Like that
yeah, he's
guy.
cool.
But see, that's the thing. Like I've always been disciplined, and then I saw Jocko. I'm like, oh, there's levels to this shit.
Yeah.
Time to step my shit up. But see, like, I just flipped the switch. Like, all right, cool, let's do it.
Yeah.
You know, but
I can't get up at 4:30 in the morning though. I gotta get.
I'm up at 5.
I'm up at like 9.
Yeah, no, I'm a 5 o'clocker.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful.
But
I appreciate that.
Competing taught me that.
Yeah.
Competing taught me discipline. Competing taught me structure, this and that. And losing my first competition especially taught me it.
Yeah.
Because I knew where I fucked up. You know, I knew where I was just like, I could wing that part of it and this and that. I'm like, and then I lost. But I lost knowing that if I came in 100%, I would fucking win. And I turned pro the next year.
Nice.
That's great.
So,
cool.
So it was that. And then I just fell in love with that structure. Like every day it gives you a purpose. Cool. 9 o'clock, I got to eat. 11, I got to do a second meal. Then I got to take these supplements. Then I got to train. Then I got to get on the cycle bike. Like all this shit.
Do you even have like cheat meals, or are you just like
during contest prep? Absolutely not.
Yeah. What's your favorite cheat meal?
Oh.
What's your favorite cheat meal and dessert?
All right. Oh, dessert is definitely
both. We want both. We want your favorite cheat meal. Like, what's your favorite? Like, if you were to have like a dinner and a dessert, what would be your favorite?
Now, let's say you're talking like post contest,
like whatever. No, like you could just eat whatever the fuck you want.
You can't go wrong with a cheeseburger and fries for me.
All right.
Nice.
It is golden. But I'm, like you said, Brooklyn, man. Pizza is my heart. I love pizza, man. But as far as dessert goes, Brooklyn blackout cake. That is my shit.
What is it?
All the chocolate, all the dark, everything chocolate.
Nice.
That's like my biggest vice for me. I love chocolate.
Sorry, Everett. You want to ask him something different than that? I kind of took it in a different.
No, I don't think so. Okay. Yeah.
I absolutely love chocolate, man.
Nice, man.
Yeah. What about you?
I mean, I love everything. I'm not really I'm not a big sweet tooth guy. I like
the same here.
I like smoking weed sometimes, so
nothing wrong with that.
That usually dedicates what I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna do but I'm more of a.
You'd be surprised how many bodybuilders smoke weed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Almost all the competitive bodybuilders I know smoke.
Yeah, when I want dessert, like usually I don't want dessert. I'm like a meat kind of like meat,
man.
Meat, cheese, I like bread, pasta. When it first dessert stuff.
Shockingly for me, I crave veggies. I love vegetables.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm being bad. Like put some cheese on my veggies, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I love fucking cheese and
steak. Dude, I'm great.
I love meat. Meat is my. If I had to eat one thing, it would definitely be meat. You know, Like,
if I had to eat one thing forever, the rest of my life, steak. No
yeah,
question.
Yeah, same.
Steak, yeah.
Any
Yeah.
cut. I don't care. I don't discriminate with steak. You can give me a lean steak, a fat steak, I'll take it all.
Yeah, absolutely. Never be a vegan. Never gonna be a vegan.
Oh my god.
Although I respect them. I
don't.
Respect them, but
Yeah, me and vegans, we don't jive. I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
I
so
won't get too far into that, but
yeah, that's a podcast on its own.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love meat myself. I do think humans were meant to eat it.
Yeah. Yep. Like I said, I'm not even gonna jump in.
Yeah, we won't do that.
Almost.
So this was a fun conversation.
This
I
is
appreciate
good.
it, man.
A lot of fun. This is the kind of thing we wanted. We wanted to just have we want to keep this.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like hanging out.
Yeah, that's what we wanted.
It would have been great to have it in studio, you know.
Yeah, that's our next move. As soon as everything's over, we're gonna start renting studios, and maybe you can come back again. That'd be awesome.
I have no problem with that. But
that'd be awesome, man. That'd be great.
I'm bringing the bottle.
You're a cool dude. Well, yeah, we'll bring a bottle.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
I'll take an Uber though.
Yeah. Maybe we'll spark something even. I don't know.
Absolutely.
We're trying to keep this pretty business wise, but we are, we definitely do a good job. But we also like to have fun.
And we're normal people.
Work hard, play hard. What's that?
I said we're normal people at the end of the day.
Exactly. We're big believers in working hard and playing hard. So we work our asses off to create great websites and and stuff like that. And it was great.
Your websites are great, man. I couldn't have been happier with the process.
Awesome.
And that's no bullshit, man. If I didn't like it or shit pissed me off, I would have told you.
Yeah, no, I got it.
It was great.
Yeah, that's great.
Nice.
So we really appreciate you guys. You coming on this podcast.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Yeah. So I think that's it. You want to give a shout out to where people can reach you on Instagram?
Yeah.
First things first, CoachTeddy.com, TEDDY, and on Instagram it's TeddyGrams84. That's TEDDYGRAMS 84, and that's the best two ways to contact me.
Awesome. So I put us on three. Let's cheers, guys.
Right.
Cheers. Very great to see you, man.
Have another round.
Yeah.
All right. Have a great night, guys.
We like to drink. Thank you very much, Teddy.
All right, brother. I'll text you in a little bit.
Great pocket. Thank you very much.
Take care, Everett.
Take care.